bopa modimo power high moya oh halalela ang thoma lefatsheng lena ka morero le sepheo.
Da-da-dan. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Alrighty guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, this is Mom and Baby's channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back family. It's so good to see you again. Guys, in today's video I'm talking about lessons learned and the things that I've considered on our first vacation. That was my birthday vacation that we took in September. So key things, what I have planned and how I have planned for it, and what happened, like Masnokolin, what really happened, club vacation. So lessons learned, I need to ensure that I book a safe catering unit. That's like the key thing. I need to ensure that I book a safe catering unit. Reason being, one, we ended up having a takeaways for the full 4 days that we were there. That includes breakfast, lunch and supper. So for me, takeaways is not my thing. I just eat them every now and then. It's not my daily routine, or it's not something that I enjoy eating all the time. Yeah, and in cases where I eat takeaway, it's either like there's something I'm just lazy to cook. I prefer home cooked meals. That's just me. So in Platin Pepe, we had to eat takeaways for 4 full days, 3 meals a day. It was just too much. But yeah, we've made it work. So next time I need to consider booking out a safe catering unit, because at some point I even had to make sure that uzande dem requestela spinach ne butternut extra so that she can have something to eat as well. And also with Ulake, whatever we were ordering for him, because he was just over having it takeaways as well. So that's one thing that I need to consider going forward. And then another lesson that has been learned, I need to make sure that when I'm booking out a place, in a bathtub. Yo, Uzande struggled. Uzande really struggled. Kakhulu. It was an issue for Rena to wash because upele evasela kwi basin. Just have a look on the video that I'm going to post on the side. No, she was not happy. Hey, she was not happy at all, Uzande. And then Ulake enjoyed the shower. He didn't have any issues because Ulake was very forward and curious. So for him, shower, so it was fine for Ulake. And then also I'm going to share a picture of him in the shower. So for Lake, it was fine, but for Uzande, it was not. So I need to ensure that I consider getting Indao, or before I secure Indao, I need to make sure that they do have a bathtub, right? And then another lesson that I have learned as well is just to make sure that in and around the place that we're going to, kukwana a child-friendly restaurants, besides the usual Spur and Wimpy that we go to when we are back at home. So I just need to find out izinyendawo that are more child friendly, where they can play, where they can have those babies, is it baby chairs or baby sits? We just went to the usual uspe uwimpi. That was it. That's the only option that we had. Yeah, so it was kind of boring when it comes to food in Dabayase Platin Pepe. And then the things that I've done well, or the things that I considered and worked well on my favor during the trip, was to ensuring that I booked a family unit that had 2 beds and an extra space, so that Ulake can do immerse, you know. So, and then also in terms of ulala as well, we have enough space to sleep around, like, so that's very comfortable, like because squeezed room one, bed one. So it was quite a good idea to book ibhedezi extra space in ibhedezi extra with more space. So key things when traveling with family unit is key. It worked for me. And then also I made sure that I'm booking a place that is close to all amenities. So we were close to the doctor, we were close to the hospital, we were close to the shops. Like it was literally a walking distance, everything that we needed in case anything happens. The reason I made sure that we're close to the hospital and the doctors, it's just in case one of them gets sick, or something bad or worse happens, we can quickly get to the hospital. Imagine if I have booked indawo that is somewhere in the bushes. Yeah, so what could have happened if any of them got sick? How far would it take us to get to the hospital? So making sure that I'm booking a place that is close to the doctor, to the hospital, was key for me. And then at some point, I ran out of nappies because we didn't pack enough. So it was easy for us to quickly get access to the shops, the nearest clicks, and purchase the nappies. And then life could continue. And then what else that has worked for me? Also ensuring that we're booking indawo that is ground level, like ground floor. We're currently staying on the second floor, right? That's where we stay. Unit E38 is currently on second floor, and I know the struggles of throwing things down the balcony, throwing your phone down the balcony, throwing your toys, like anything, any chance I fumanayo to get his into down the balcony, he will throw things down the balcony. So I didn't want to have that while we were away. So I ensured that we're booking a place that is ground floor. That made it very easy for us to pack his indoor as well. It made it very easy for us to cook his indoor from the car to the place, to the room, and then from the room to the car as well. So it was just easy access way too. So that's very ideal as well. And then how I have planned for the trip. Well, for me, I started planning the trip back in April, beginning of May. That's when I paid the 50% deposit to the place, securing the place, and also to the activity places that I was gonna do for the day that I was spending in Plet, especially for my birthday, right? The only places that I did not pay for were for activities zabantwana, because they were affordable entrance fees that I could pay, like 50 rand, 70 rand, 80 rand, so I could afford to pay those upfront there and then. And so the rest of the activities that I wanted to do, like your bungee jumping, your spa treatment that I did, I had paid 50% upfront for those, including the accommodation, as I have mentioned. So what else helped me as well? So during the course of the months from May up until September, I was putting money towards the accommodation, because the accommodation was the largest amount on my budget. It was the largest thing that I needed to pay. So I was putting money towards the accommodation throughout the months. So that made it very easy for me, closer to the time, to settle the outstanding balance, which was roughly 500-600 that I needed to pay when we actually checked in, right? And then for the bungee jumping, I paid, it was 600 rand, so I paid 300 rands before to secure it, and then I paid the rest of the amount when I got there. And then same thing I did for my spa treatment. It was 800 rand, so I paid 400 rands up front, then I paid the other 400 rands when I got there. The reason I paid half for both activities was just in case if something happens and then I don't get to make it to Plet, I don't lose that money, because they did not have the refund option. So if I have found a place or places that had the refund option, then I could have easily secured the whole amount. Accommodation, they did have the refund policy, but only if it's communicated at least a week in advance before the actual check-in date. They would refund me the full amount. So that why it was very easy for me to secure them the full amount, not full amount, like 95% of the amount that I needed to pay upfront to them. So yeah, guys, planning the vacation was key because I've planned it long before the time. It made it very easy for me, and as well as the finances as well. So just if you want to travel, if you want to go away, I would advise that you plan. I would advise that you start saving money towards what you or where you're going. If you're not sure yet where you want to go, start putting money aside on a fixed account. Therefore, you can just secure that month to month up until the date that you decide and the places where you decide that you will be going to. Yeah, well, so that's about it. Otherwise, Plating Pepe was nice. Besides catering, having to eat takeaways, but other than that, everything else was fine, and the weather that kind of dimmed things, but otherwise it was nice. It was very nice. I really enjoyed myself. Cool. And I will definitely have more family trips, more vacation with my kids. Jonga komandi sana ubono like mosha in a different environment. It's very nice. So I will definitely do it again. At this point, I do not have any regrets, and I do not have any issues in terms of my budget. Everything was just on budget. That's one of the things that made this Indo very easy for me, because I've really planned it very well, and the budget I'm really allowed a room for anything that might happen, or that anything that might not work out as planned. So do plan your trips, guys. Do take yourselves out. Kumnandi ukuzihoya more than ukuhoywa ngomnye umuntu. Ne? I hope I'm making sense. On that note, Toodles! Sizokubonana next week.